Hey y'all, why do I feel like that's way high? Because it is. Hola, hola. Did y'all eat some dinner? I ate the last of that lasagna. I will not be eating any more. Whatever I did not finish this evening is going in the garbage. I can't eat no more lasagna. I'm done. That's why I don't like cooking now. Because I be having to eat all the food. And it ain't that I know I'm going to eat it about 2 days and then I'm not going to want it no more. This has to be menopause because I used to didn't care. I ate it till it was gone. And we're back. Yeah, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. So I know a lot of people have their own views. Good evening, everybody. Miss Rosa, I was praying for you today. I know you're not supposed to tell people, but I just want you to know that you was on my mind today. hmm Earlier, I meant to tell you. I don't know. I can't remember if you was in class earlier or not, but um, yeah, early this morning, you was on my mind, and I pray for all of y'all. I always try to pray for everybody in the community. Of course, sometimes some names and stuff come up at different days and different times, and so then I just, it's like I be looking for y'all in y'all space in your seat. I mean, like intercessory prayer, kind of, you're not supposed to really, but I be wanting y'all to know that y'all on my mind. Like if you're heavy on my mind, you gonna make me cry. I was up crying and praying this morning. Okay. And I'm a couple hours behind you, or hour or so behind you. So yeah. When I got up this morning, I thought about you. I thought about, because I read my devotional and it made me think about you. And I was like, okay. It was a couple other people too. And I like I said, I pray for all of y'all when I can, of course. Um, but you specific in different days, like y'all come to my mind, and I might not even know a name, but a situation will come to my mind. Does that make sense? Because of course I can't remember all y'all names. Don't even ask me to. I won't be able to do that. But I try, you know, to familiarize myself or become familiar with y'all names on here, of course. And then, like I said, just sometimes situations like will come across my mind, or I'll have this crazy thought. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna pray for whoever it is, and then we might talk about it, or y'all come in here and be like, Auntie or Sis, this is what I'm going through, and so I have to try to keep my face because, of course, it tells everything. But I be freaked out sometimes. hmm I don't always tell y'all, but sometimes when I do like this, it's because a thought like that crossed my mind. I prayed. I didn't know who it was for, and then y'all come in here and say it. So it freaks me out sometimes, a little bit. Listen, good evening, Kat. Interesting, like when we give, we're not supposed to tell. Well, yes and no. You can tell somebody I'm praying for you. Today, I just wanted her to know that she came across my mind heavy, right? Because I pray for y'all all the time. I might not tell y'all I pray for y'all. I try to pray for everybody in WOU every day. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Pumpkin. Congratulations too. I don't know if I got back to you or not. I thought I did, but if I didn't, congratulations. Um, Circle, I knew you was coming back on, even though you said you wasn't. Well, I wasn't. I'm not gonna be on here a long time because I want to play my video game today. Okay, Auntie be forgetting. Can you tell? And sometimes that phone be charged, and sometimes it don't. I got 1,000 different devices, girl. I be trying to keep it together. Okay. Because when I get off here, I'll be having to work with my kids. Or sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody because I'll be in talk for 7 straight hours. Hey, everybody. So sometimes I don't want to talk. When I get off of here, I'll be short. And I got to quit doing my kids like that because I'll talk to y'all and then they'll call me and I'll be like, okay, can you get on with it? Because I just want to either sit and watch TV or just be in silence for a minute. No. I still ain't got, I'm better. I want to try to play my Iron Man game, but last time I almost killed myself because I called myself gonna stand up in the bed because of where my headset thing is. You know, it's VR, and I almost fell into that beautiful shelf I built, and it ain't light or nothing, and there's a lot of dangerous stuff on it. So I just said I'll put this away until later, until I get a little bit better. So I might play my HP. We gonna see how it turn out. We gonna see. And I'm gonna play it if Lord's willing. I wake up in the morning, of course, because we don't know if we're gonna wake up. I'll be playing tomorrow too. Don't play with me, nephew. Do not laugh at me like that. I'm talking about stood up in my bed, and mind you, my bed is tall. It's not a little bed, and there's a space in between my mattress and the foot thing. Maybe I almost killed myself. So I said, well, I'll just, because I need to put it in an open space, but because of my students, I don't have any open space in my house. So there's that. There's no space for me to move around in no room in my house, really. I mean, it's not like completely covered, but it's not enough room to be doing no VR that's connected to the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be different if it was like hands free or whatever, but wireless is not. I have the one that connects, and if I make a wrong move, I'm either gonna snatch my game down and it's gonna crash to the ground, or I'm gonna fall into my into my shelf. And so, seeing as I've already had one leg injury in the last 5 years, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna try though. I swear, if you could see me laughing right now, you'd be laughing. Listen, I'm just being honest. Oh, you gotta put that up for now, right, nephew? Don't you want me to be here? Cause Auntie, listen, cause you gotta lean forward and do all of this, and I had leaned too far. Yeah, so there's not enough space for a stool. I have a California king size bed, and then I built a 8-foot shelf going from the end of my bed down to the other window, and it's 12 inches wide, so it's a foot wide, so it's probably only about 15 to 16 inches in between where my bed ends and where the shelf begins. Like, if I vacuum, it's about a little bit wider than a vacuum. And I have a big room. My room is not little, but my bed takes up a lot of it. And then I have a shelf, that little white cart thing. Remember the original book cart that I bought? Well, it has all the exercise equipment on it that y'all done sent me. The jump ropes, the weights, the massage things. It's filled up. That's like our fitness center in the room. My leg stretcher, good night. My leg stretcher is right there. My 2 little foam balls. And then right next to that is the printer. On this side, so if I'm laying in my bed like this, on my left side, right going into my bathroom, that's the snack shelf with all the snacks and doodads that y'all send me, crackers and cookies and stuff. It's also a thing of hot sauce there. Sometimes there's mustard, depending on if I'm eating fish. It might be a little barbecue sauce, the little ones from the. It's a snack station, so I got all my goodies right there. Cause sometimes I don't feel like there's a little salt and pepper, a little red pepper for when I'm eating rice. It's all in like little containers. So yeah, there's not any space, and my Cricut is on top of that. So there's no room in there for me to do it, not safely. And my TV, the wall my TV is on, I probably should have put it on a different wall, but it's where it's at. So, oh yeah, I keeps me a snack. Every room I have gotta have a snack. First of all, I used to do that because I had 4 kids, and if I bought snacks for myself, I had to put them, not because they would eat them, but they would ask to eat them, and they'll ask me at a time when I'm not really thinking, can I have a snack? And they gonna eat my snack, even though they swear up and down they don't like it. Or else I would buy y'all own box. But every time y'all say y'all don't like it, my stuff still comes up missing. Y'all gonna eat it. I have a small fridge for snacks. Yeah, yes, and a stash of candy and chips because yeah. When I got married, I got my ex-husband. I said, listen, you better put your stuff in here because them girls, they gonna eat it. They gonna probably go ahead of I don't know. Stay up all night. They used to have movie nights. They'll be all up all night in the kitchen. I don't care as long as y'all ain't bothering me. Eat whatever you want. Just clean the kitchen up. I don't care. Bake, fried chicken. I don't care. Because I know y'all gonna eat it. That my kids used to be cooking all day. My house used to always smell like some food. Cookies, some brownies. They baking bread. They making, baby, listen. That's why I just gave them a lot of my kitchen stuff. No, have it at your house. Y'all got the kids now. I don't got no kids. And if grandma need to go buy something, she'll just get it when y'all on y'all way. All the rest of that, they keep trying to get my kitchen aids and I want to give them to her, but kids are pawn their stuff. They'll pawn it. If they want something and they ain't got the cash right now, they will pawn. Because I done gave them computers, bought all kinds of stuff, baby. I'll be like, where is your thing at, huh? What you mean, huh? Where's the computer? Well, I had to pawn it, and then I just didn't go back and get it. Oh, okay. I won't buy another. So that's why I'd be like, no. You had to pawn it? You didn't have to. Because you could have called me. But you probably was buying something you didn't have no business. And this, because I used to be on the account. Well, I'm still on one of my baby's accounts, but my other baby account. Whenever my kids don't want me to know how they spending, they get off the family account. So the only person that has never cared about me looking at her account is my baby. My son, he wouldn't care either. But my two middle girls, as soon as they felt like, baby, they was out, yeah, because you don't want me to know what you spending. I know exactly why. My other daughter, because she's very responsible with her finances. I mean, all of them are pretty responsible, but two of them can spend. They all can spend, but two of my kids spend kind of responsibly, and two of my kids don't. So, them the two that don't never want me to know nothing about their finances until they need something like, can you help me? But when I be trying to tell you, I have it. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. And I'm the parent that I need you to learn life before I leave. So some people try to take care of everything for their kids. You're not preparing them for life because you could die tomorrow. And other people are not going to do your children the way that you do them. And so then they go into relationships like, my mama is good for, like, getting money from my dad and then telling him, I don't have to pay you back, I'm your wife. She good for it. Good. Let me see your charge card. I'm about to go do this and that. And he'd be like, I want my money back. And she'd be like, okay, I heard you. And then as soon as it's time to pay the money back, she's like, I'm not paying you nothing. Oh, man. I said, yeah, if I couldn't be married to you. You're not going to give me my money back? Oh, yeah, we won't be doing those type of exchanges any longer. She good for it. So, you said me too. I keep some Snickers and Kit Kats, that part. I believe in letting kids learn how to live without me. I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to do everything for you because you need to learn problem-solving skills. You definitely do. Yeah, my mom. You said my mom used to find money in the washer and keep it because it's her house. Well, if it's my ex-husband clothes, depending on who it is, my kids, I'm going to give them their money. Because if they find my money, I want it. But there have been times in my life where I didn't have to, if I found it, it was mine. But that was the understanding. And so then it'll always be a nice chunk of change. I know what's going on here. I know exactly you didn't forget this money. I know what's going on. This is my money. That's why you left it in there. That was good times. Woo! Listen here. This is not no pocket change. What is this in here for? Did you do my laundry? I did. Well, whatever you found in the pockets, you could keep it. I just know you ain't left this in your pocket. This is not what that is. But yes, I did check your pockets before I wash your clothes. I sure did. And not because I'm looking for nothing, because I don't want you to mess up my washer and dryer. I don't need no ink, no nothing. Yeah, come on with it. Listen, I should not be smiling that hard thinking about that. That was a good time. You don't mind washing the laundry and they leave a little change for you. I found a money order a couple of years ago. Baby, listen. And some people's pocket change is not pocket change. I found money and swear it was hers. I gave it to her. Listen. Girl, nice one, T. Every time I said, oh, because at first I was like, but I'm going to say, hey, I'll put your money up on the thing. I ain't tripping. Listen, you see over here smiling like a proud uncle cousin. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Because guess what? This the thing. Most people do not want to reward people for their work. You said your family dynamic remind me of my sister, mom, and I, and nephew too. Listen, kids give back, hubby is mine. Listen, this is my thing, right? My big brother started that with me. So we didn't live in the same house for about, I don't know, 10 years. No, maybe 8 years or 5. I don't know. It was a long time when I was a little kid. 7. It was 7 years because it was 7 to 14. So we didn't live in the same house from 7 to 14 because my brother's older than me. He had moved out, whatever. So when we moved out west and we were all living in the same space, when I was like 14, he would pay me to do his laundry. Well, he would have a lot of money in his pocket. And if you told him about it, he'll let you keep it, right? Well, that prepared me for other people that I met in my life that asked me to do their laundry or whatever else. And so instantly I'm like, oh, you had this much money in your pocket when I wash your clothes. And what a lot of, I hate to say this, a lot of women don't realize is a lot of times that's a test by a man. You know that, right? Did y'all know? Anybody know? Y'all know? They trying to see if they can trust you with their money. Young ladies, did y'all know that? To my young nieces in there, right. And they know exactly how much they left in there. It's the test. So for young ladies, if you didn't know, if he do that, it's to test you to see if you'll steal from him. You didn't know that, Jay? Yeah. You said, yes, ma'am. My mom and grandmother taught me that. I'm trying to tell you, it's a test to see if you're going to steal from them. You said, ouch. It's a test to see if you're going to steal. My mom would clean houses and they would test her. Yeah. Yeah, it's a test to see if you're going to steal. They'll leave money in the car, too. Like if y'all going on a date or something, they'll leave like not 100, so whatever, they'll leave it out. Different jewelry that you don't think they're gonna miss, like especially if you're around a person that has nice things, they're definitely gonna test you. When Joe was working, he had envelopes after envelopes of tips for massages. I never knew. I was shook. Yeah. But I test people too to see if they gonna steal. I told y'all, people that wanted to like homegirls and stuff, if I just kept getting a feeling, I purposely lay some money out and keep acting like I don't know what's right there. Like put it in a place and keep walking out the room. I ain't trying to catch you stealing it either. I want you to take it. And I'm not gonna say nothing to you about the fact that I know you took it. You just ain't invited back to my house. And not around my purse or nothing. I always lock my purse in my car when I come to your house. Bring my keys. If we ride to the store, all my money is in the over the shoulder holder. IDs, anything. Yeah, I don't play that. Gotta test the spirit by the spirit. See if they gonna be honest. Most people, they don't pay attention. Especially, I hate to say it, people that plan on trying to get over, they never know really when they being set up, which is crazy. My friend used to do that with me, but more with clothes than money. It's a real thing. Yep. I will definitely bait you, honey, because I gotta know your character, and I'm gonna do it more than one time. Yeah, I'm gonna do it more than one time. Anyway, so y'all want to know what my new favorite little drink is? Because when I was younger, I used to always love to be in style. That part. Soda water and cranberry juice. I know it sounds so weird, but it's like a cranberry soda. And it's really good so that when I'm getting this, like, you said what? A soda water with cranberry, just soda water and cranberry juice. It's real, real good and refreshing. Yep, yep. I got the generic, of course. Yeah, you do it too. It is good. It like in the middle of the night if you don't want to get like if you're trying to stay away from stuff like a cranberry apple ginger ale, right? I'm sorry, a cranberry ginger ale, right? Yes. Oh, I don't like soda water by itself either, but that, ooh, yeah, it's nice. Just like if you are trying to kick soda, like because of Coke and all that got all that sugar and everything, try your favorite juice with soda water. It's great. And so I keep that on the side of the bed because I don't really drink super cold drinks. I just be wanting something to like wet my throat. You know what I'm saying? So soda water's gonna keep us bubble. I'll pour me a cup of like my cranberry juice is normally in the refrigerator if I'm not drinking it right away. And it's just like a so it'll give you that same feel of having a soda without all that extra stuff in it. Oh, I can't drink soda water by itself. Mm-mm. You said you're drinking some now. Pretty cool. It's good. If you looking for an option to soda, definitely get that. My mom has been doing that exact combination for decades. She don't drink soda. Yeah, and I didn't know what I bought some soda water because I was gonna make something else, and it was some drink I saw on TikTok or something. I don't know. I got the soda water. Well, one night I end up having some cranberry juice and I wanted a soda, but I didn't because I don't keep soda in my house and I didn't want to go to the store and get one. So I was like, dang, I had that soda water, I had some cranberry juice. I've been killing it ever since. Mm-hmm. It's real good. Yeah. You said Topo Chico is good. I haven't ever had that. I have to look it up. But yeah. So if you didn't know, it's an option. Like if you're a pineapple juice person, pour your pineapple juice in there, put you some soda water in there, you got a pineapple soda without all the extra chemicals and all of that. It's just juice and soda water. And that's it. And it's good. Real good. Now, the reason you said I'm guilty of a Diet Coke, right? So then you might want to do what is it, prune juice? What's the juice that's in there? You might have to do like a cherry juice, like probably a dark, if you probably a dark cherry juice and some soda water might work for you. I would try like dark cherry juice and soda water and seltzer water. We call it soda water, but seltzer water, same thing. Um, yeah, I would try that, and that might like a right. Yeah, that might work for you. You said it'll put you to sleep. I don't know. The dark cherry juice, I mean, it helped me sleep better, but it didn't put me to sleep. Like, it didn't make me sleepy. I felt like once I got to sleep, I had a good, you know, sleep, but it didn't make me sleepy. It didn't make me sleepy. Yeah. You said sometimes I do green juice and mango juice. Okay. Oh, well, cherry juice is good for sleep, y'all, but y'all do realize they give it to babies and stuff too. Yeah, but it's not just for sleep, y'all. I think if okay. I don't know about y'all, but when my kids was little, cherry juice was on with, and it wasn't putting none of my kids to sleep. That was Juicy Juice had some cherry juice, and I used to kill that, and it didn't put me to sleep at all. It was 100% cherry juice they had. So I don't know. I know that it can help sleep, but it didn't put my kids to sleep. Them niggas was not going to sleep. You use it for gout? Okay. I know it helps with sleep or whatever. But them niggas, baby, give them some cold cherry juice. You said it's good with lemon. You said you never knew you got some. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, y'all got to think, though. Every single thing that God made, he made it with a medicinal purpose for us. Girl, yes, honey, juicy juice will kill. Woo. And I liked it better when it was in the can than the bottle. It was better. Y'all remember when they used to come in a big old can? Did. And I didn't even have kids then. That's when, like, my sister-in-law was getting with my nieces. And I used to smash. Mm-hmm. Baby, and you could put the can in there in the refrigerator. It'd be so cold. And they'd just poke the hole in the top or put it in a jug. Yes, ma'am. It was better in the can. Whew. Stupid. Yeah, it's in bottles now. You give your son lavender oil. That twin mate, it helps. Oh yeah, lavender oil will definitely keep you asleep. You said black cherry nectar is great for inflammation. That would be good with soda water. Going to try. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, cause you got to think all that extra stuff that they put in our juice and our drinks, and it's horrible. It is horrible. It is horrible. You hear me? Mm-mm. And it tears my stomach up. Like a lot of food, I can't even eat it now. My friend's mom used to get mad at me when I would come spend the night and drink up there with juicy juice. I'm telling you, because you only got so many cans a month. Uh-huh. That's crazy. I'm old. Damn, that was in the 1900s when that was happening. Now, if you tell kids you was born in the 1900s, they make it like it was the 1600s. You were born in 1980? Wow. That's like 100 years ago. No, it was 45 years. Right. Yeah. Like 100. You talk to a 7-year-old and tell him you was born in 1980. Nigga, you are as old as horses. Did you see Moses? Did they have color TVs? Baby, listen, you're old as dirt, right? Listen, they see a one on your license. Listen, right. It's a wrap. Oh my God. So, like, what was it like in the 1900s? Did you guys have cars? Yes, we had cars. What do you mean did we have cars? Well, like what kind of cars? So did you guys just like have radios or like how did you? You said my daughter asked me that. Girl, late 80s, early 90s fashion was top tier. It was. The teenager saying if you're born in 98 year old, I'm almost slid down the wall, right? Because my son was born in 97. Hilarious. So if you're born in 98 year old, that means I got 2 old people already. Because I had a kid born in 97 and 99. I had 2 kids in the 90s. Did? I have no idea. I don't know about neuropathy. But, oh, wait a minute. Queen makes some cream that's good for neuropathy. Yeah. Yeah. Where is did I take it in my room? I did. Oh, Lord. Isabel, can you type her, thank you. You already knew what I was getting ready to say. Thank you. You already know what I was going to say. I was getting ready to show the thing, but I just took it in my room because I was using it on my back the other day. Queen, thank you. On YouTube, not YouTube, Lord Jesus, TikTok and Instagram. She makes a cream that's good for neuropathy. Your oldest was born in 98. Yep. I was born in 91. Was you, Keisha? And can still keep up if I need to, but these kids think we was walking with Jesus at least. Listen! Girl, yes. Because you 11 years younger than me. Yep. You was riding in horses and carriages too. Damn kids. Just think about when my grandson, he about to be 5 in December. 4. 4. He's 3. I'm sorry, 4. He's about to be 4 in December. I didn't gave the boy a whole year. That's how you know it's been long. And Sarah mom, irrelevant, that part. Yes. So just thinking like 3 years, he's gonna probably be like grandma. Cause I know he gonna think his mama old. Cause in 3 years, his mama be 29. So there's that. So yeah, I'm gonna be ancient for sure. You said, but we were slaves had me falling. I was like, y'all think 19. When do you think not? Listen, not they asked you was you a slave in 1991? Y'all, Keisha baby asked her was she a slave and she was born in 1991. Are you serious? Jesus. Lord help these children. Not 1991. I can see 1891, but 1991? Oh my God. Get rid of them. Throw the whole kids out. Throw all the damn kids out. What? Girl. I believe it though, because my kid, yeah. He said, I said public school ain't nothing. Baby, listen. Not they thought you was a slave in early. So I guess I was living back in Jesus' days then in 1980. What in the world? These kids is crazy. That baby asked his mama, was you a slave in 1991? Well, here it is. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Right. Y'all was walking with Jesus too. 70s and back, we all was walking with Jesus. About 80, we was walking with the Lord. They think we was building huts and stuff. And using sticks to start fires and everything. I mean, we was, but not because we didn't have no house. But they thought we rode horses. Girl, listen. Hilarious, these kids. I said, and y'all in the future, we do. Listen. But guess what, though? You know why? Because these babies come, before they even get here, they have a brand new iPad in their baby room. They have a 70-inch TV in their room, and they ain't even here yet. We had to share a TV. Y'all remember? I do remember the yellow pages. I used to read all the names in there and just be learning random strangers' addresses. Just crazy because I didn't have nothing else better to do. Trying to say we from the Flintstones age. Yeah, we is, Margaret. Was the tag? It was black and white TV. Right. Listen, but think about it. Us sharing the TV made us more considerate people. You know what else we had to do? Know the time. Because TV was not on demand. And if you missed your show, one TV in the living room, come on. If you missed your show, it was just your brother or sister's turn. You had to give them their time to watch 30 minutes or whatever else it was. So this whole being able to watch whatever, you said we used to be able to walk and bike 20 miles a day and then come back home and have to clean up. They will never know about putting that part, aluminum foil on a TV antenna. Right. Remembering phone numbers. Right. Yes, my 5-year-old wanted a tablet or a cell phone. I said, for what? I didn't get a cell phone until I could buy one. I was 19 and learned how to make rabbit ears. And understand the frequency. Show did. We sure had to. Listen. You said there were only 2 TV stations on VHF, and when they went off, it was static or the rainbow looking thing. Y'all ain't no payphones on the street no more. Show ain't. I appreciate the experience. No social media and internet was fun. It was. And we were the remote control. Show was. Show was. That was when life was real. How to cut on the water and off from the ground, and did. And pay people to go up the pole to put your cable up too. Hello. Huh? So how many channels you want? You want HBO and the other one? Well, you gonna have to get a scrambler box for that. To watch the fight. You ain't gonna be able to. You had to pay to get you a scrambler box. And some people rented them for the fight night, and then they gone and gave them back. About $50, $60. Ooh. About $50, $60. It was a real thing. You heard me? Everybody paid $2 to get into the fight. They got food, wings, and dip, and everything. BYOB. We old. I remember the first cable box we had was like a keyboard. You had to press the buttons of the night. Yeah! And it was red on the front. And brown. Our pool was the trash cans. This part. This. Yes, I tell my kids we were in the 90s. 1900s had a real childhood crying because we had to come in the house, been outside all day, smelling like outside. And had to go straight and get in the bath too. Straight and get in the bath. They might let you eat, and if y'all smell too much like outside, you gonna sit on the front porch and eat that dinner getting ate up by mosquitoes. Knock your drink over, no, you ain't getting another soda because you should have been paying attention. And they didn't cost nothing. Yeah, that's when sodas at Walmart was under 25 cents. Y'all remember that? Walmart sodas used to be like 10, 15 cents. In a Walmart Great Value whatever machine, they wasn't no more than 25 cents. They was like 15, 20 cents, baby. You could get, honey. That's when Walmart actually had value. I think Walmart's value started going down early 2000s. You said, yeah, I hit that machine every trip. And they had popcorn and stuff like Target and pizza and, ooh. That's when your shopping experience was good. Kmart had food. I used to love them Kmart sub sandwiches. And my mama, she wasn't going to get one every time. But sometimes she'll get one. We'll go to Sam's. Well, Sam's still kind of got that little food thing going, but it used to be better than it is now, to me. You could take a soda bottle back to the store and get a dime for it. Yep. And, yeah, you could. That's when, yeah, they did used to send us to the store with a letter and the money to buy a cigarette. Sure did. And you could take pictures at Walmart and Target and, it was Walmart, Target, and Kmart. That's why everybody used to go. And Ole Mills if you had a little money. But for the most part, everybody was going to Walmart to take your pictures, to Target to take your pictures, and to Kmart and Sears. Yeah, and Ole Mills. These little stores closing down little by little. Yeah. You know the Ole Mills too? Yeah, they was expensive. They was the first what was it called? Glamour shots or whatever. They'll blur it out, make it all whatever and all of that. You could get the portrait and stuff. Yep. Image shots was a time with the yeah. You mean like in the early 2000s where you could get like the bubbles and all of that? They bringing that back. Y'all see that? They bringing that back. They bringing back like the early 2000s, late 90s, where you could get all the different colors of the hearts or whatever, and everybody used to be wearing all the matching clothes. They bringing that back for these kids. They bringing it back. Photographers are bringing that exact same thing back. I've been seeing people on TikTok do it, where you up on the table and your boyfriend standing around you, like behind you. They bringing them back. The chola, yep. We used to. Baby, my mama got so many pictures at them places. She'd just go 3-4 times a week. I'm serious, cause they was only what, like, it was like $20, and you could get a big. You could pick your package or whatever, and they'll print them out and all that other stuff. Baby, my mama got pictures in Tommy Hill figure. Then she'll go dressed like the '70s. Baby, she was, listen. Every time we turn around, she was going to take some pictures. I'm like, girl, I'm about to go down here and take me some pictures. I done got these couple outfits I want to go on it. Baby, I used to be like, girl, don't bring no more pictures over here. Don't bring no more pictures to my house. You done took pictures 3 times this week. I'm serious. My mom was very vain, though, so that was right up her alley. Mm-hmm. And then people used to go to JCPenney's to get their pictures taken, and they would try to blow up the what you call them? Oh, what they used to call them back in I cannot think. I'm sad. What they will put it in the, what you call it? It was like the sample photos, but because it wasn't the proofs, but it was like a little sample thing, and people would just take that home and put it in the oh, people would take that home and put it in a frame and put it up on the wall. Listen, and they ain't going back to get some pictures. They do not have the $200. They is not going back. They just wanted to have a picture in their outfit. They don't care if it's this big. Y'all remember? Yes. Not the frame. They was like your sample photos. Y'all remember, Equal? Oh, Lord Jesus. And they'll take it home. They already being bought their frame and everything. They already know what all the champagne. Yep. You can go to the flea market and take a picture in the champagne glass. Yep. Baby, we are old. Now you ain't even gotta leave. No, you can take a picture and print it out right here. Dang. I'm old. But I'm happy we have those memories. You still got yours? Hilarious. I think my mama got one of mine too when I was like 14. I think my mama got one. Holla at your kids custodians this school year. They just know throw them in the trash. Interesting. Sample photos with the company name on the front. Watermarked and everything. They started putting watermarks. Smack in the middle. They was hating. Show did. Yeah, that's crazy. Dang. I remember when Kmart was SS. What is it? Craig's. Is that how you say it? JM Fields. Oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of things I ain't never heard of. Army Navy stores, Jordan Marsh. Wow. My auntie was the queen of disposable cameras. She had so many. Girl, yes. Me too. I kept me some cameras. I always kept me some. But that's the same thing now. Y'all see how many cameras I got for the meet and greet? They in there in that box. I showed y'all them cameras I got and printers and everything. Keep a good camera. I take a lot of pictures, and I'm happy. That's why I always hate to say it. I know y'all be like iPhone, but to me, Samsung cameras been real good, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, iPhone cameras are better." I said, "No." What they did though, they made it to where when we send y'all pictures, they look blurry. But I have pictures that I took in like 2012 and 13 with Samsung phones, and they look as good as the pictures today. They not blurry or nothing. You know how like you can look back at some of Samsung's. They back then their cameras were. Cause I showed my son a picture that I took in 2015 with the Samsung that I had, and I showed him a picture that I took the other day. He was like, "You can't even really tell the difference. Like this such good quality." I said, "Yeah, they've been having the what it is. Always been a better quality picture, always, and that's why I keep me one. They just better phones altogether. I hate to say it, as far as like, especially if you have a business. Like if you're needing a lot of multitasking and to be able to run it, Samsung always been a good phone. That's why I always keep one. You said it's an Android phone that got a zoom camera that is way better than an Apple phone now. Yeah. This camera is the truth, y'all. Now I don't know how to do all the specs on it and all of that, but this camera is the truth. And this is a 23. But I still got my Samsung Galaxy like 8 or something like that. Still a good camera. It's still a good camera, still. Yeah, this Android. It's a Samsung Galaxy, and I'm sad because I don't want to get that big one. I do not want to get that big one. But baby, I keeps me one because I can write all my notes on there and have my pen, and they do so many amazing things. I got a couple of them. Oh yeah, I always get, yeah, because I write a lot. And so when I used to be out, when I told you I used to be out, and I take my Jesus pet, bag with me. If I didn't want to take all my stuff, I'd be sitting there in people's face writing notes and studying with my headphones on. I need a pen at all times. Yep. And it's got a real good, excellent cameras. I took some pictures. I'm gonna show y'all these pictures I took of my some grass while I was down there with my grandbaby, and we was taking pictures of, because she just figured out, her mama don't be letting her outside like that, but she just figured out it'd be grass droplets, like dew on the grass. Oh, excuse me. And look at that. Right? Thank you. Right? Look at that. I have so many pictures of grass. I don't know why I do that. I just love taking pictures of grass. I have probably hundreds and hundreds of pictures of grass in my phone, of all different areas around the world, well, around the United States. When I go places, I always take a picture of their grass. We just up talking about life, and I'm about to show y'all what I saw and ask y'all what y'all think about it, but we didn't went on to a whole nother thing. I got, nephew, definitely got the sky pictures now. Come on. I take pictures of, I like nature, period. So it's a lot of pictures of nature in my phone. I need to go in my other one, in my Google Photos. Like this was where my daughter and them used to live. You see it? So I love taking pictures, especially when it's a lot of trees and whatnot. Love taking pictures of grass. It's nerdy. Yeah. I sit outside, like if it's raining or whatever, like you said, Sarah, you said you wish you could take a picture of this lightning. Why don't you? You can count the lightning down. Why you don't count the lightning down and take a picture? What is it? 10, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's every so many something. When you hear the thunder or whatever, the lightning is gonna come, or whichever one, you can count it down and pretty much know where the lightning is gonna. Yeah. Yeah, you can count it down and pretty much know where the lightning is gonna go. Mm-hmm. That way you can get it. Ain't no coffee in here, and I'm not drinking it. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep y'all. Um, I wanted to let y'all listen to this, and then y'all tell me what y'all think about it. I think every 10 seconds, right? Something like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it is like 10 seconds. It's lightning, then thunder. Okay, I know it was one of them. I know it was. That's why I said I couldn't remember which way it was. But you should be able to. I mean, if you know it's doing good, count it down. Whichever one. I said I don't know if it's which one come first, but you can count it down and kind of know where it's gonna be. Once you get the first one. By the way, family, this Sunday I got my 12-year-old and my 5-year-old baptized, and I got rebaptized because hell is enlarging itself. That congratulations! We had 3 baptisms. Come on, quit playing. That part. That part. Keisha J, congratulations. You already know that heaven was rejoicing. Come on. Look at. She said, hell is enlarging itself. We won't be doing that. That part. Come on, Keish. Oh, and you gonna hold out. You done been in class. Today Tuesday. We in class on Sunday? I think I took Sunday, most of Sunday off, didn't I? Okay. All right. That part. You hear me? Everybody said congratulations. Look at that, makes me excited. We've had a lot of baptism here. Like a lot of people in the last 2 years especially that started getting baptized, which is really good. That makes me excited, y'all. It do. And listen, and people be trying to keep people away from God. Are you crazy? For what? You want to tell them they can't get close to Jesus for what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that over here. We trying to, not, we ain't pushing you to him, but we sure gonna nudge you a little bit. You hear me? Everybody said congratulations, and that is why am I? Jeez. That's a blessing. It is. And if God is putting it on your heart, go on and get dipped. You hear me? I've been missing the lives, but thank you. All I got, my son. Oh, and you got your son reading the infancy of Jesus Christ. Come on. I told y'all they was going to listen. Is it possible to get baptized without joining a church? Yes. Ask God to open up some water for you. Go right on in there. And if they say you got to be a member, move to the next one. Call. Because the Bible never said you got to be no member. That's man-made rules again. We just need your water, Reverend. That's it. We don't need y'all. We already know they already ready to go in the water. We don't need all that. We just need you to go on and say what you're supposed to say over them and get them in the water, and we going to leave up out of here. I told you I used to say people to get baptized. And the people like, well, sister, when you going to come to church? I'm coming to church right now. I'm bringing them to get baptized. How many baptisms y'all had? Because I done brought about 5 in here in the last 3 weeks. I'm running them to the water. Listen, God is going to do the rest. No, we don't need y'all to do nothing. Just, can we use your water? It's the soul that want to go down in Jesus' name. Are you open? You want to give them this whole grill? It ain't none of that. It say when they heart meet God, not your expectations. Hello. Oh, okay. Thank you. We don't need all that extra. We just need the water, please and thank you. Mm-hmm. No, we just need the water. That's it. Which is crazy. All right, let's see what we can find, because I thought I shared it, but maybe not. Okay.
When it's coming. This spurs from when Jesus said nobody. Regarding the rapture, there's a lot of talk about how we're not supposed to know when it's coming. This spurs from when Jesus said, "Nobody knows the day or the hour," and when Apostle Paul said, "Like a thief in the night." But have you ever continued to read in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5? After explaining how Jesus would come like a thief in the night, we have a three-letter word, but. But you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief. The surprise is for those who are asleep, but we who are alive in Christ will know it's coming. Plus, did you know the phrase, "no one knows the day or the hour," is actually a Jewish idiom referring to the Feast of Trumpets? It's the only feast where the exact beginning is unknown because the new moon has to be spotted first. It's with...
Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was an idiom for the Feast of Trumpets, right? I had no idea. But it made me think about something. Remember, it kind of alludes to that the church was going to be deceived into thinking that the Antichrist is Jesus, right? And the nation or the people that's pretending to be the people was going to lead that, and the Catholic Church was going to help with that, right? So think about this. What if they're going to unveil that man during the Feast of Trumpets? Ain't that coming up? That's like September or something. The Feast of Trumpets is in September, right? What if, and they've been talking a lot about September. Okay? You never heard of the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. It's one of the feasts that, okay, so think about it. The Christians, from what he's saying, not all of them, but some that understands that that is referring to a specific time, which is the Feast of Trumpets. This is around the time they trying to have that the temple and stuff at least together a little bit. Is September. They've already sacrificed the heifer. So would it be too far-fetched to think that they're getting ready to try to put this man in the temple around the Feast of Trumpets, or somewhere in that time? Because if they're thinking that the rapture is going to happen around that time, we know that it's a whole bunch of stuff that has to happen before that. A whole bunch of stuff. But is this going to be the way that the Antichrist is going to deceive almost even the very elect or people? You said September 22nd through the 24th? I'm about to go make me some coffee real quick. That came to my mind when I heard that. I said, wait a minute. Wait. They were talking about the rapture, and it made sense that most Christians don't know that Antichrist. I was thinking about that, and that's actually why I got on here, to see what y'all thought about that, because that would be an easy way to slide him in. I saw a video today of a Texan rancher that raised the red heifers. He said the one sacrifice was unblemished. He was there, and the sacrifice satisfied everything biblically, except, yeah. Maybe a lot of people know it's the Rosh Hashanah instead of the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. They know it as Rosh Hashanah instead of the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. So Toya said you might know it as Rosh Hashanah instead of the Feast of Trumpets. You said whenever it is, we won't know until after maybe. I don't know. Because think about it, right? The Antichrist is going to be, he's going to deceive Israel for a specific amount of time. And then they're going to realize, okay, this dude is not the Messiah. Well, he been over there. I mean, everything is lining up with him already being here 3.5 years. With everything that they're doing and how, like, even with the military presence, because we understand what he's going to bring to the earth, right? So everything is lining up with this being the 40 to 42nd month that he's been around. Because these laws are being applied around the world, not just in the United States. That would be like the equivalent announcements of when Jesus was born and praised, basically. Yeah. Okay, because think about it, right? They already been doing all the stuff in the sky. Right? There's been all these strange lights and, strange phenomenon in the heavens, right? Right? They trying to use Revelations 11:15 saying Christ is to come back on Rosh Hashanah. Right. That's what I'm saying. But he's already been here. They already hurry up and sacrifice the cow. Nathan, bless his heart, just asked me, when is it? I said soon, but we're not quite there yet. Hence the cans of food you see. That part, nephew. Think about it. This is how they probably going to slot it in, because you got to think. Once he comes to power, people are not going to be able to buy or sell. Well, what are they saying now? We already know we're going to be under military rule. What's already happening now? The camps are ready. The military is on the streets. The ID is being pushed heavily so much that we're not even going to be able to get on social media without it. So it makes sense. It makes sense that if he came out in the 9th month and then by the 1st of next year in our time, because I know they're on a different calendar, but it would be the 1st of our year, 2026, Project 2025 kick in. Everything. That would be 3 months after he is unveiled. You know what I'm saying? Calling them meteor showers. When have we ever seen this many meteor showers? Exactly. You feel what I'm saying now? And they already talking about the aliens is coming and all of this kind of stuff. It's like they're setting it up. I'm asking about lightning. It started raining and lightning in Louisiana, but the lightning was brighter and it came fast. Interesting. You see what I'm saying? They already setting it up. You know what else it made me think about? Enoch and Elijah. Because remember, once he takes power, right? Once he takes power, they are going to be preaching against him for a certain amount of time. And they're going to be able to burn up people with their mouth. And we know for a fact that they are coming from a different dimension. They're coming from a different, and what they say, something's supposed to reach us about November or something. Now, we don't know that that's Enoch now, of course. But do you see how they setting it up? Right? Y'all see it. Because if y'all don't think that they know the prophecies, the people in the White House and all of these people, they do. A different plane of existence, right? They know all of this stuff. Whether they follow it or not is not a thing. They understand who they are in the Bible. And because they are working for Lucifer, and he know the Bible probably better than any human ever. You see what I'm saying? It's like they setting it up so that when Enoch and them come back, they gonna be aliens. This is why ain't nobody gonna be able to because think about it. Whenever they show the aliens coming, the aliens is always able to like burn people or shoot some kind of ray out that just obliterates people. Well, that's technically what the Bible said that Enoch and Elijah are going to be able to do. They're going to be able to burn people with fire out of their mouth. Ain't that what they always show us with the aliens? That the people just like they, and then the person, now it don't necessarily got to be that type of laser or whatever, but it makes sense. They about to try to spin something with those two. Exactly. Yeah, because once he comes up, they have to start prophesying that he's not the Messiah. Now they talking about it's some kind of alien thing, and they black. Y'all see how they setting this up? Because Enoch and Elijah are definitely black. They're definitely black. So black aliens coming to Earth, technically, because they haven't been in a human body for a very long time and they've been alive since before the flood and whatnot, that would play into Enoch and Elijah coming back. And they're not going to be able to kill them. Until a certain time, they're not going to be able to kill them. Right? So they said there's black aliens coming back from another dimension, somewhere in space. And they don't know what they want. Do you believe that? They know who's coming back, because just like in End of Days, right? In End of Days, the people at the Vatican were paying attention to the stars and how everything, the Pleiades or whatever, is lined up, and they said Lucifer, that's when his spirit was going to be released. Think about that movie. Think about that. Okay? The difference is he's already been born. Now we waiting for the stars to line up for the devil to inhabit his body. Because the human man is here. Lucifer just hasn't been completely released so that he can inhabit him yet. That's why they building the bunkers. It's still not going to save them. Exactly. Exactly. Just to spin people and make them not believe in the word. Right. Just like the ceremony with the baby on. Exactly. Exactly, nephew. Exactly. Exactly. Just like Jack on Supernatural. I said they about to try to spin this. And because people have interpreted the rapture or Jesus coming back around that time, it lines it right up with him making his appearance. Because they know, some of them know the red heifers have been sacrificed, right? So that puts them, because they don't believe, right? because they don't believe that they're going to be here for this. Okay? They don't believe they're going to be here for the tribulation. They feel like the tribulation starts after the saints are raptured, I think. I'm thinking that's what they're thinking. And not that we're already in it. So, hey, so if the Christians or whoever is thinking that they're going to see God around Rosh Hashanah or the Feast of Trumpets, which is September, everything lining up with him with the real ID, because remember it's September 13th that they put in the thing with the real ID. 9/13 for us. I don't know what it would be on the Jewish calendar as far as the days. And then right after that, people are expecting Christ to show up. I mean, it's just a theory, but everything is lining up with them being able to be deceived. And y'all already know they good for wiping information off of what's the name? About him already being here and this, that, and the other. So I just was thinking.
In a 2-day period of time. Jesus told us the signs that signal his return in Matthew 24 and in other places. He even hinted that it will happen during the Feast of Trumpets. So what do? Look up. Keep your eyes on. He even hinted that it will happen during the Feast of Trumpets. So what do? Look up. Keep your eyes on Jesus. He's coming very soon. Regarding the rapture, there's a lot of talk about how we're not to return in Matthew 24 and in other places. He even hinted that it will happen during the Feast of Trumpets. So what do? Look up. Keep your eyes on Jesus. He's...
What y'all think? Because we know he been here. We know. But most of the world does not know that the Jews found their Messiah in 2022. If you ask the pastors, they say, what? I know, because I got pastor friends. I said, you know, the Antichrist was revealed already, right? He just ain't said it in the temple. But the Jews found their Messiah in April or March of 2022. No, yeah. They were celebrating it and everything. He's been studying with the rabbis for 3 years now. 3.5, as a matter of fact, like this month or September. Between this month and September make 42 months. Because he came at the end of March, beginning of April. Like March 24th, March 26th, around the time that the festival, like, you said they don't believe it. They say they've been saying it for years. Interesting. Which is why the Bible said that they was gonna be rocked to sleep. And he already did his so-called miracles already. Listen. What y'all think? You heard the man say, Jesus could come back during the Feast of Trumpets. Oh, okay, you mean that man gonna be revealed during the Feast of Trumpets? As to why we about to have the IDs about a week before that, 10 days before? It's supposed to be, you said 22nd through the 23rd or something. And that'll be 10 days after we gotta upload our IDs on everything. Excuse me. You said who's an imposter? The man in Israel? Are you talking about the man in Israel? Are you talking about Yanukarah Shalom? He's an imposter what? Judy. You said, I know I will throw a whole fit if somebody tries to tell me someone else is my Messiah. That part. They also say that we will have, that verse also say that we will have to flee. Right. 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 That's why we got, Judy, we know that. That's what we're talking about, Judy. We said the Jews found their Messiah, pumpkin. This was prophesied. This is how the Antichrist is going to sit in the temple in Jerusalem. We watching it. We know it's not the Messiah, honey, but that's what we're trying to tell people. We're just doing a little thing over here to see what's going on, because they think he's going to come back in Rosh Hashanah Feast of Temples, and we already know that there's a man named Yanukarah Shlomo that they already said is the Messiah. They found him 3 years ago. This is what I'm letting y'all know, for those of you that didn't. Right. Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. And that's why I'm saying we trying to figure out if they about to try to play the world with during this specific time, because they rushed and went on and did them things. Right? But everything is lining up with them about to unveil him to the world, basically. It's what I was getting at this whole time. That's all. 23 says, if they say the Messiah is here, don't believe it. Right. Yes, I know. But what I'm saying is how they're setting this up, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. If the world is thinking that he's supposed to come back during the Feast of Trumpets, okay, and they've been looking for these cows for 2,000 years. This is what I'm trying to get everybody to see. They found them the year we became a community. Basically a month after, in the same month, because I went viral on March 1st. 20-something days from that, they found their Messiah. Okay? Then a month or so after that, they found the red heifers that they've been looking for over 2,000 years. By September, those same cows were reaching Israel 3 years ago. Remember? Because they found them in like April or May. They put them on a boat or however, because it took them like 2 or 3 months or whatever to get over there. They didn't get over there until like the end of August, beginning of September. So it's been 3 years and some change since they found those cows. It's been 3.5 years since he's been out. Right. Exactly. So think about it. Look at the timeline. They've been looking for these cows for 2,000 years. They finally found 5 that they could be considered whatever. That was 3 years ago. They had to be, yes, the heifers, the cows. Right. The ones that left from Corpus Christi, Texas, and got to Israel 3 years ago. Cows. And they sacrificed the first one, so-called, on July 1st. That's so that they can hurry up and get this man, the false Messiah, in this temple. That's why all of the things are happening in Gaza, in different places, because the Antichrist is here. I know. So it's been 3 years since they found him. It's been 3.5 years since they found the cows. And now the cow, the heifer, it was sacrificed a month ago, a month and 12 days ago. They've they're prefabbing the temple. They're trying to make everybody think they're making all these blocks, but it's already been built. It's literally prefab. They just putting it together. What are they doing all this for if they not about to put the Antichrist? Why is this still if they not about to put him in the temple? You said they even said they found a specific Levite priest to perform the sacrifice. I'm sure. So it's been 2,000, 2,300, 2,500 years. They finally found them. In the same year that they found their Messiah, they found the cows. 3.5 years later, they sacrificed the cows, and at the same time, they're building the temples while there is genocide happening, while we are being put into the beast system as we speak. The world's economy is crashing, just like God said it would. All of the things that needed to be in place are in place right now. And now they talking about we got some black aliens coming. They about to try to have to spin this Enoch and Ezekiel thing real fast. They started it with the aliens in Miami. Mm-hmm. Right. The orbs and everything. Oh yeah, they've been there already. Because how are you going to explain not being able to unalive these two men and they're human men that have fire coming out of their mouth when they talk? How are you going to explain that? Wouldn't that be like Superman type stuff? Is it or is it not? Right. I mean, I'm just. I mean, it makes sense to me, but my mind can be a little imaginative at times. But everything is lining up. It's spooky how well it's lining up. It's actually the thing. Because he been here 3.5 years. The Bible said first 3.5 years was gonna be good. The first 3.5 years or so that he was here, it wasn't that bad. But now it's getting crazy. The tariff started in August, which is gonna bankrupt it. It is all biblical. That's what I'm saying. That's how I don't know how the church ain't like Pastor Hagee used to be with they thing up. Y'all remember Pastor John Hagee? As crazy and racist as he might be. Yes, I used to watch Pastor Hagee, and yes, I did like his stuff because he was smart and he used to go do research. You said, but we got to get back to the land first. Looks like you better hurry. You said it's a lot of madness going on around the world. Well, that's what God said was going to be happening. It's been chaos since that man touched down. And I'm not talking about the man in the office. Well, you going to Israel. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said, get on over there then. I'm not going nowhere. I'll be right here. Hey, TT baby, go on and buy your ticket and tell us how it's sweating over there. You could be a on the ground correspondent for WOIU. Get your ticket and go on now. You said if y'all can perceive the spiritual attack, your antenna or meaning, they cannot tap into the Holy Spirit wavelength. Okay, Blake, are you just typing a whole bunch of random stuff? Anybody else want to tell me what I don't understand? I'll wait. Okay. Didn't I tell you to hurry up and go get your ticket before you typed all of that? I said you can be a correspondent. Okay. Down over there in Israel. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's why I told you to go ahead and get your ticket. I would like for people to not come in my class and try to tell me what I know. Go away. If you know so much, you need to have a following, and it doesn't look like anybody is following you because you over here trying to tell me what I know. Unless you the same man I blocked last night coming back again, because you absolutely have no life. You must like how I look, huh? It gotta be you. It gotta be the same, because you basically saying the same stuff he said last night, just in a different way. Can you please go away? And don't ever come back. Thank you. hmm I say get in your live and teach somebody what you know instead of trying to teach your minds. I don't know why so many people that know so much always trying to teach in somebody else's life that's already teaching. Maybe that's why don't nobody want to get up in their boxes and talk to them. As you can see, I don't need nobody in here to argue with. If I did, I'd be inviting hosts. But I don't. Now, back to what I was saying. So it looks like they're setting up everything to be able to deceive the people, which makes perfect sense. Everything is lining up. Um, he's been here 3.5 years. They talking about some folks that's about to be showing up from another dimension. What else was we saying? Oh, the red heifers. The ID is here. The Civil War is basically here in all the countries. The financial crisis is here. Thank you. Um, the DC, well, we talked about the military being on the streets. We already knew that that was coming. And we knew that they were going to be able to do whatever they wanted. Did we talk about that as well? We talked about that. hmm Hey, Brian. Or Brian, I'm gonna start blocking you because you do this. You didn't did this the last couple of days. You already know my rules. If you come in late, go over there. I'm not repeating myself. No, go over here. Rewind the class because you've been doing this the last couple of times and you've been here. You know my rules. Mm-mm. Okay. If you miss it, everybody knows. You go to YouTube, rewind the last couple of minutes, and then come back in. Hello. Now, do not change that rule for nobody. I'm not going to keep repeating myself because everybody's going to come in and ask what we're talking about. And that's why that sign is on there that says if you come in late, don't ask what we're talking about. Stay around and listen or go to our YouTube and find out. Hello. I love y'all, but I'm not going to keep doing that. Thank you. I had a dream the military were taking people and we were hiding. It's coming. It's coming. But we talked about it. God prepared us for it, didn't he? That's why we got our new hoodies that we got that were not all wild and crazy. They're just super plain. Nothing you would, miss, right? Right? Nothing you would even remember. Just plain Jane. Remember? Because all our other stuff had all the bright and oh yeah, it was no no no. You wouldn't even pay attention because of the monochromatic stuff on it. It's just your eyes is dang, you're gonna be blind to it. I know it had letters on it, but I can't really remember. It might have been a U or something. I don't know. We gonna need to be able to blend in and just blend. You hear me? It's very, very quickly. So I'm grateful that God has not kept us blind. He actually told us pretty much everything that's going on now, years early, so that we could prepare our minds, get ourselves together. Um, and like I said, I wanted y'all to hear that because that's something. That's something. You said I'm thankful for my original WOIU hoodie. Come on. Or OU. Yeah, we do have WOU. Do anybody got just WOIU? I mean WOU. Look, I done got so used to saying it. Anybody got WOU vintage? Cause it's vintage now. Exclusive not I was about to say material lord collection. Do you have any of our original WOU when we was just we outside university? If you do, keep it because we ain't making no more of that. Right. It's hard to say WOU when that's on how we started, but we've been saying WOIU for so long. Listen, we outside university, and then we became we outside international. You do, Shalon? Okay, pretty cool. Keep that. That means you was the first rounders. Y'all was the first people to get here because I think after by the end of 22 we was making WOIU. By the end of 22 we had already became international because that's when we got all our students from like the Netherlands and all that kind of stuff. So we was WOIU by that time. So if you got some regular just WOU stuff, that means you was in a bottom building. You was the bot like you know how when they start building something, everybody get a brick and you can put your name on it or whatever. Yeah, y'all was a part of the building bricks. The foundation of WOIU. Uh-huh. Y'all the ones that with me in the shape now so I can just ignore the people that come in here talking crazy. I just need to get skinny to fit my hoodies. I know. I had to upsize. Y'all are the OGs, the foundation. That's right. That's right. If you got a books over Birkin or any of that stuff that we did in the first year, any of those hoodies or t-shirts that we did, the pajamas, I think we did those in 22. So, yeah, because we won't be doing any more of that stuff. Not all that stuff. We had so much stuff going out. That was crazy. Alicia couldn't even listen. Y'all had that po baby working overtime. You hear me? You still got your PJs? Yeah. I mean, they gonna come in handy. They get to playing with this power. Them things in the wintertime, yeah. It ain't gonna matter how cold it is. You got them on, baby, you gonna sweat. Yeah, Alicia put it down. She did. You said I have the sweater hat and the white one with the gold letters. Come on. Come on and do. It's very warm. Yeah, them pajamas was hot. Like I put them on when it's real, real cold and I'm going to the store and I don't want to put no clothes on. I put them on. You really don't even need a jacket or nothing. But if you throw a jacket on, you will be sweating. Them was some good pajamas. You said I don't have a WOU hoodie anymore. I got it and then one day I couldn't get out of it. You couldn't get out of it? What you mean you couldn't get out of it? What happened? What happened? I didn't get a I didn't get a regular WOIU. Auntie Sandra sent me a shirt because I wanted a second Barack shirt. Oh, okay. And she sent me that. Okay. You couldn't take it off. It was too tight. So, girl, you should put some grease under there. I didn't wear some stuff I had to grease myself out of back in the day. Put your little powder on. Listen, I gained weight, Auntie. Listen, you should have just grease yourself on out of it. That's a couple of my yeah, cause we was little, and then something happened. We all got real happy about 4 and 5 months into this. As y'all can see, I don't be wearing them hoodies. I'm sweating now because they warm. I do wear them, but I mostly wear them like as a comfort thing. Like if it's cold in the morning or if I'm sitting outside late in the evening, I can fit it. But I had to destroy it to get out of it. I got it. I understand. Yeah, Keish. Y'all know she's still on Etsy, y'all. She's still on Etsy. Y'all know that, right? She's still on Etsy. You can still order. I mean, we got our new WOIU, the black and white one. It's just plain. And you can get, and we got the 2025, what you call it one. I'm not pulling all these hoodies down because I'll be having to put them back. Where is the other? I did another God's Math Be Mathing, but we put 2025 on the hoodie, on the arm. But y'all know this one is, so you said you fed us all this knowledge. We fat now is, right? So you can get it 2022, 2023, or 2024. It's Nerd Junk Shop, N3RD. But these is our, you ain't gonna pay no attention to it because it's monochromatic, so that way you can just, it had some letters. It might have been a university or something, but, right? Simple. Everybody wear black, white, and gray hoodies. It ain't nothing that's gonna stand out to you. You see what I'm saying? You see it in passing, you might not even pay attention to it. These is our, we gotta blend in with everybody hoodies. Right? So we used to have WOU, and now it's just WOIU, but it's super plain because normally we do a lot of colors and all of that stuff. These are just this plain, and that's it. And you can get 2022, 2024, 2023, 2025. Hey, Joy. Hola, hola. Hey. You said we were spiritually starved. Now we are full. Can't fit nothing. Girl, listen, because my other hoodies is not this big. I was a small when I came over here. Not no more. I think most of us was a little bit smaller than what we is. That's crazy though. We all started and had to size up. Some of us got the chance to size down. I didn't. I had to size up with mine. You said me too. Now I'm a large. This part. Hey, Pumpkin. This part did. I mean, I can still fit it, but that other one be a little hard to get out of. You said I'm an extra large too. Listen. Had to move up. Girl, we talking about how we didn't have to move up. You said same. I went from 138 to 151. This. Girl, I'm scared to even go in there and get on mine. I can tell I have lost weight, but it still is stuff in places it shouldn't be. It is. I did, but it's but I'm okay. Because, I mean, once the famine hit, we going to have to be eating less anyway. So I got hoodies for now and later. I got my little bitty ones. You said 120 to 180. I need to figure it out. Listen. You hear me? I think I was like 115 or 120 when I met y'all. I was all the way up to 160. It's like 40 pounds. You hear me? Like, what is going on here? I was a 0 1 when I started talking to y'all. You hear me? You said 234 to 206. Oh, see, you lost weight. I went all the way up to like 157, 158, and some days probably right at 160. You say every time we talk about food, I head to the kitchen. Well, listen, we telling God we thankful. You said 115. Now don't look at the scale. That part. You said what's on the hood? My name. Y'all's don't have this. This is just mine. Yeah. I didn't want to put my name. I wanted y'all to have a hoodie that don't got my name all over it. I mean, even though it's not my name, it's Seeking You Shall Find, but my name. Y'all don't got to get this. This was just, you know. And you really, the way it's on there, I probably should have had it a little bit bigger, but you said you just comfortable now. That part. I started at 150, 150s to 180, but I ain't mad at it. What you say, nephew? It did you some good. Yeah. See, some people, I mean, and I needed to gain a little bit. I did, because I was super small, because I just went through all that crazy stuff with my ex-husband, but yes, but I'm grateful. Listen, we have enjoyed some good food, good laughs. Everything has been good. We haven't really had no bad times at WOIU. You said I was a size 8, now I'm a 12, girl. Trying to tell you, I already know. Hmm I already know. I got me some 10-12s in there and a few for when Queen took that picture of me when I was Ursula. I was about to I could fit some 13s and was 165 to 190. Oh, so we all gained weight then. Good job. High five. High five. We all gained weight then. It wasn't just me. Good. Because, see, I don't get to see y'all that much, but y'all have got to see my transition. So, you know, high five. We all gained weight. That's good. That means we was happy together. We gained happy weight together. At least we gonna have a lot of calories to burn when the famine come. Hey, Rika. You said that's what happens when you become a home. Well, I always been a homebody. No, this was happy weight. Because I always been a homebody. It just depends on what's going on in my life. Pancakes to cushions. Listen, that part. You said, yes, I'm 257 over here. Just sad. Listen, don't be. And you still look good. This is the thing. God allowed us to enjoy food. All different kinds of it. Not gorging ourselves or anything, but we got a chance to try new things because people would mention things that they cook, so we tried new things. We got a chance to do a lot of things as a group, right? Think about this though. You don't think that it's crazy that he allowed that to be one of the things that we did here? We enjoyed food and snacks and different things together. You said went from a fry to a tater tot. Listen, did and might have had another tater tot stuck to it just a little bit. And so you know how you just go on and fry them together because they stuck a little. It ain't a whole tater tot. It's like a half of one, like that. Mm-hmm. That's about what I got over here. For real. Listen, you said yes, my food palette has changed eating stuff I never thought I would. Exactly. So look at this. This was almost like a 3-year Last Supper. He did. He did. He did. You hear me? He did. So think about this. Cause we was all thin. I was 108 and then went to, you said 112, is that? Listen, but think about this though. We got to have like a 3-year, almost like Last Supper type deal. You hear me? Y'all don't think so? We got to, even though we didn't, some of y'all actually got to go and be like in the same restaurants, right? But we would enjoy food and talk about enjoying food and having a good time, and different things that we got to different drinks and cakes and pies and all these different things. So virtually we had a great time eating together. The feast before the famine. Come on, you know where I'm going with this. So you're just gonna go on in there and get my stuff, Sarah, before I can even get it out. The feast before the famine. The feast before the famine. Because think about it. The 7 years prior to the famine in Egypt, they ate good. They ate good. They ate good. They had good food, but they had enough to store, right? They had enough to store. We ate real good in these last 3 years, but we also have enough stored up for what's coming too. Think about it. I'm trying to enjoy everything, right? You said indignantly good time and did and still get this. Mm-hmm. 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 Queen Auntie Amari hanging out and brother-in-law going to games and stuff and just having all the fun, eating all the good food and stuff, and left us out. Queen Injustice, Queen Enjoy, Queen Enrica. Hello. Yeah, y'all thought I forgot. I didn't. Antoinette, we ain't forgot, have we? Nisha and Daniel then had dinner, and all kinds of y'all that hooked up, and we wasn't privy to all the food and feasts. You said, told me 25. Told me the $25 boots are going up to 100. Who? A Walmart lady? Are you seeing a Walmart lady? Where's Queen? Laugh aloud. She's stirring in her sleep. I can feel it in my spirit. Sarah said, where Queen at? She's stirring in her sleep. I can feel it in my spirit. That part. Rika. I got the proof. You and Joy and wasn't it Tadera? It was you. Tadera was mixed in with somewhere, wasn't she? It was Tadera, you, Queen. It was a whole bunch of y'all. You said, yep, she getting ready. Listen, because where was the invite? Right, because they was turned up and pretty, and too. All of them was beautiful, sitting there and they stuff, honey, having drinks and stuff. I said, oh, okay, y'all just go. They ate real good, had some good fellowship in the backyard, just playing with the grass and stuff and everything. I heard the snacks was excellent at the snack table. I know. You know I couldn't. You know I couldn't. Because if I... Listen. I know. She said, we asked you to come. I know. Listen, I seen it watching like, with a Snoop Dogg face. This part. You said, Joy, where you at? Joy, where is you at? Come here and get some. But think about that, y'all. For us... For us to meet, right, the ones that we did, or even if you've never met, but you all have new sisters and brothers that you can talk to. You said I photographed myself in all the pictures. That part, India, I was there too. Don't worry about it. I was there in spirit. But think about this though, right? We have had all this time during this time to grow spiritually with other people that didn't judge us for whatever we did before we came to WOIU. None of that mattered, right? You said just chuckling. None of that mattered. You have people that have loved on you despite never even meeting you, but y'all have conversations, y'all have formed bonds outside of class, which is what I begged y'all to do. I said, because when the time comes, we're going to need to be with like-minded people that have our same views, so that we're not fighting with other people that are like, no, okay, well, I got another family. I don't got to be here with y'all. You hear what I'm saying? I don't got to be over here with y'all. Y'all don't believe nothing I'm saying anyway. So let me go find the people that's going. We already got like minds. We already got all the same stuff for the most part, and we can put our stuff together and do what we gonna do. And this is why I was asking y'all to find the people in the classroom that you always comment with and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if something happens, or even if it don't, during this process, you have somebody else that you can connect with. And we have built families in real life. We've definitely done that. So I'm grateful, especially with where we at right now. Like, I'm very grateful that we went through this, that we, everything that we experienced. There's not even words to put it together, but just to know that they might fake announce this Antichrist man soon. And when I say fake announce, it's going to be a real announcement, but he the fake Christ. So that's why I say fake announce. But y'all don't think that's going to be crazy? We happy you found us too. You see what I'm saying? Now we get to bounce ideas off each other, and because we're all in different places around the world, we're getting different information. God let confirmation come in today with the gentleman, and then y'all was able to translate what he was saying. You said, "Oh my God, it's gonna be insane." It is. It is. It is. And I mean, and shortly, baby girl. Remember, I said our world is about probably gonna be real crazy by December, right? We talked about July, we talked about August, and we talked about September. Well, August is the month that he made what's the name, a police state. August, right? Right after the red heifer has been sacrificed. Like, everything is falling into place. I love that I can talk to my family on here randomly, and it's like we never miss a beat. That part. There goes Tadera. He said, "Me too, Circa. So grateful for a real family," and we do have it, and we do have it, and we do. And we do. And it's good because we don't know how God is going to work this thing out. You said, yes, 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 my family in Bama, get at me, please. Come on. And we do got family in Alabama. We got WOIUers pretty much in all the states. We got WOIUers in Hawaii and everything, y'all. Because we've sent books to every state. If I'm not mistaken, we sent a book to Puerto Rico. We didn't send books to all of our states. And we sent some stuff to a few other places that cost us the arm and a leg. So we had to quit doing international shipping because it was a lot. Paying like $200 to send a $50 book was wild. But, we tried, and, back then we had to change. Right now, sorry, we love you. We ain't going to be able to do it. Times and got it. It's hard out here for them. Where you trying to get this money for the rent? Right? That's where we at now. Listen here. We got to do what we can do around here. Back in the day, we could do it. Now, listen. So, do y'all want to take a couple minutes and go back and forth on? I don't know if some of y'all listen. When the Cadillac and gas money spent, you hear what I'm saying? See, we in that point in time now. Back in the day, it was, but now we in a different time. Listen. Exactly. So do you guys want to, that's what I was going to say. Do y'all want to take a couple minutes? Because anything 4 hours from you is close in an emergency. Because you already going to be driving crazy as it is. Okay? 4 to 6 hours. If there's somebody north, south, east, or west of kind of where you are, I would get in contact. You hear me? So if y'all need to, y'all can share a city close to where you are if you don't feel comfortable sharing your actual city right now. That's fine. If there's a city somewhere over from you that you want to kind of tell people your area is just for right now because it's close. I just thought that spread us out to cover the whole world. We really outside. Girl, yeah, we got people in Japan and everywhere. Like, literally. We still got students in the Netherlands. We got a few people in Ethiopia. Remember the young lady? She sent me the Ethiopian Bibles. We literally got people. We've had people check in from, I told y'all, like Czechoslovakia and all them names up there watching us from over there. Yeah. So I'll give y'all a couple minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Um, Do what y'all gotta do. You see somebody, get in their inbox, go on and screenshot or whatever, get in their inbox so you know who's close to you. You know what I'm saying? Or 5-6 hours is better than having nobody. Seeing as how our families don't believe us. Y'all got it together? Just inbox a person that might be close to you. Yep, y'all might have to come over to YouTube. You got inbox? Okay. Okay. So you might have to come over to YouTube because there's people over here saying where they are as well. But I do encourage y'all, you ain't got to meet up with nobody now, but it's good to keep a pen pal for just in case. Okay? Because y'all done already seen all the movies. People end up becoming family with a random person they done hopped in the car with. Okay, well, they don't got to be random. They could be a WOIU-er. Okay, you're on both devices. Okay. Yeah. She passed away. It was like earlier this year or last month. Yulima passed away. Her niece came in and told us that she passed away. Ain't that crazy? And she was so sweet. Yes. Yulima, y'all was here when her niece came in. Yeah. She came in because she had been on my mind. And I kept saying, ain't nobody heard from Yulima. And then a couple weeks later, her niece came in and she had passed away. Yeah, y'all don't remember. It's recorded in one of our classes, like late. You remember? It was either late last year or early this year. She passed away. Cause I got her flower and put it in my hair and put my scarf on. Yeah. Yeah. You said, how do you inbox? You don't, you probably gonna have to do it on, what's the name? You're gonna have to do it on TikTok. You said, because she was in my city too. I've been texting her and wondering why she never got, yeah. It was the first of the year. Yeah. She was in Tennessee. Yep. She was. She the one that gave me my green flower that's up there. This one. And my scarf that's in my room. Remember? Because when her niece came in, because she came in, because we hadn't seen her in months. She was fighting cancer, I believe. She passed away. We didn't have a few people that passed away. There was another young lady, Miss Wendy. She passed away, and her girlfriend. Remember, her girlfriend came in fan base, and said that lady had me on her TV 24/7. That was crazy. She said as soon as she came into our, what's the name, and she said that she had not been clean in like 20 years or something like that. And when she came to WOIU, she got clean, and so she was clean for like the last 2.5 years of her life. Not Ulima, the Wendy young lady. I didn't even know that. Y'all remember? Ain't that crazy that God let her come here? She said, her girlfriend said she quit watching TV and everything. She would just watch us. I don't know. Miss Ida still talks to Tone. Yeah, she was clean for the last couple of years of her life because she was over here, which is great. Yeah, yeah. That's why I said, like, it's been a lot of things that have happened here that I'm grateful for. Yes. Yes. And her girlfriend said she left the books for her. She was like, she used to listen to you. You remember, Rika? That's what I'm saying. Like, God has done some amazing things through WOIU. He has, and I'm grateful. But that's why I told y'all you can't be scared to share your testimony. You gotta be, if God has freed you from something, you have to tell your testimony, because all of those testimonies that y'all told throughout the years have blessed other people to know that they could get free. Tell me that ain't something positive to be a part of at the end of the world. And that's why I won't let people come in here and start drama and ruin our classes, because God be moving and has been since we've been in a community. He moved from day one. And you showed the pictures from Tennessee, and it's a picture of her sitting. I just looked at her picture today. That's so crazy because it's a picture sitting in front of my cricket. That's so crazy. You asked about her, girl. I just looked at the picture today. It's up right on the top of my cricket. No, this ain't you, Lima. Who is this? Wait a minute. I think this might be Q. I think that's Q. Or this is either Alicia's mom. But I was looking at the pictures. Look how crazy I was looking. Why my son take that picture? And my daughter this the dress she tried to steal when she came down here. That's how you know I don't care. Most people have amazing outfits. Look. Most people have amazing outfits, baby. We was at our cousin's house. Baby, it was hot. Hair was nappy, feet was ashy, babe. We had a great time. You hear me? These pictures is up above my thing. That's so crazy. Mm-hmm. We had a good time. We did. I'm gonna have to show y'all some of the pictures from the I don't know which picture book they in. I don't know if they in this one or the other one. I think this y'all cards and letters and stuff. Look at this. I ain't gonna show everything. But y'all look. This is gift receipts, letters, and y'all know we got a couple of these, right? So for those of you that don't think I keep y'all letters and stuff, I do. That was some more gift receipts. Y'all see they got addresses and everything on them. That's one book. And then we got, this is more gift receipts that I got to put in here. I still ain't got to that yet. And then all of these is letters from y'all. All 5 of these is all the letters, all the gift things. Y'all see? It took me forever to do this. I got all the receipts with y'all addresses and stuff on them. All the different letters is in here, and we got 5 of these. And then we got a big pink one that has stuff in it too. So for those of you that, you said, you did say that that was the same dress I had on the other day. Yeah, my daughter tried to steal it. Talking about, give me that moo. I said, it's not a moo, and you're not going to take it because that's the dress I wore when I was at my meet and greet. No. Yeah. So when y'all send me stuff, cards, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 things because we got a big pink one in there that's filled up too in my room. Thank you, Auntie Judy, for all the picture books. And I got a box of stuff still. I'm sorry, I said pink, black. I forgot I switched them out. But look, we got more letters, more cards, and I still got some stuff to put in this other one. Y'all, I'm still not done, and y'all still not finished. But it's all of these, that one, and that one. And I still got more pictures and stuff to put in there. Who? What happened? Oh, hey, Nathan. Yeah. So we got WOIU memories for real. And do y'all hear me? We is a real family. We got a picture book and everything. All y'all letters. We got testimonies, emails. And now I ain't got a chance to get through all the emails of y'all life stories because it's a lot of them. But I got a lot of them down and printed out. I just ain't got them cut out and whatnot. I guess I need to hurry up before the internet gets shut off, huh? Probably need to hurry and go ahead and do that. That's crazy that we have this many memories. What y'all think about that? We got real memories over here, like real ones, not just no fake internet stuff. We have real memories, real interactions. Like, it's great. I thought it was a little picture book until you closed it, and I saw it was as thick as those Bibles were back then. Girl, listen. And I'm still not done. I'm still not done. I haven't printed out all the letters of y'all testimonies. I was trying to get through, but it's a lot. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of emails of people's stories of how WOIU changed their life, how God, how their people's relationships have grown. Listen, I should have been printing them out way back then, but I wasn't thinking about it. But if I go back to 22, thousands of emails about how people's lives have changed, and it's crazy. Really crazy. I would probably need another 4 or 5 books to probably more than that. I don't even know how many, for real. Because it's letters. You got to think, when we first started this, people was telling me their whole life story. Some of them, remember I told you, I was like, okay, we got to wait. Because some people's stories was so sad, and I was reading like 10 or 12 a day, and then it was making me to where I couldn't get online because I was just so emotional. So I had to kind of, pull back from reading a lot of them because, baby, y'all used to be breaking my heart. And people that ain't here no more, you know what I mean? Not dead, but just not a part of WOIU. They've gone on and, found other things or whatever. Yes. Zooms used to be hard too. They did. Zooms used to be real hard for me. I hope I held it together well, but yeah. Zooms used to be real, real hard because people were pouring out their souls. You know what I'm saying? And that was a different. I'm used to it, just not 200 people at one time or 150 people telling me, crazy things because we talked about a lot. And I used to be like, I need my meds. I forgot to take my meds. Do you hear me? Listen. And thank you. That's why I think I was like, that's probably where some of my weight gain came from too, because those was heavy loads to carry. You hear me? Heavy loads to carry. It was a lot, but guess what? The beauty in it is that some of y'all came here a mess mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, and you have gotten better because this place is a hospital. It is. In more than one way. The letters would make an awesome book. Micah published them. Ooh. Some of them. Some of them. But some of them I wouldn't. Because people, like, some of them is heartbreaking. Most of them. From 22, heartbreaking. That's how I'm saying, like, it was bad. Like, some of the people in WIU have been through some horrific things as children. I'm telling you. And maybe some of them aren't here anymore, but I would, because, right, y'all got some strong classmates. We have very, very resilient people in this class, I'm telling you. And that's why I don't let nobody come in here and be mean to y'all. You said I love when the rooms when they would act right. Yeah, the Zooms, when people would do what they supposed to, they were powerful. They were powerful either way. But I think because I was new to the internet and we hadn't really found our niche yet, you know what I'm saying? Because I was kind of just going with, I had never had to do no Zooms with people and all that kind of stuff. So I was still new. I still don't even know how to all the way work TikTok. Y'all know that. Been over here 3.5 years. And if a nigga get in this class, I'm cutting the whole thing off because I don't know how to get him out. Do you hear me? You said, it's me. I'm one of the people who was a mess mentally, physically, and emotionally, financially, all of it. But I'm better now. This part. I told you, I said, it don't matter what state you in when you come over here. I guarantee you, if you stay over here, you're not going to be the same. You can't. People do not stay the same around me. They either get so irritated with me until they leave, or they change. It's not really anything other than that. That's my life. Now, I don't know about nobody else's, but for me, when you come around me, your life is going to change. And I'm not saying it's because of me. I'm saying that's part of my calling. That's what God has set me up to do. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of times when I quit talking to people, they be on that weird stuff, just like y'all see here, where I block them and they try to come back because they won't, no. That happens in my real life all the time. People do me crazy or talk crazy or they don't like something and then they didn't did whatever they didn't did and they will come back. No, go away. Stay away. Thank you. Don't come back. Don't do that. Just stay where you're at. So you can be happy and I can be happy. You hear me? Because I don't. Listen, you said, listen, you said, and you were right. Thank you. But it don't have nothing to do with me though. Like when you understand what your calling is, you can do it in your sleep. You said you right about that. The way you done pulled me back in and give me God pulled y'all back in. This is the thing. You was ready for it. If you came over here and your life changed, it's because prior to meeting me, you said, God, I don't like what I'm doing right now. Or you was doing it, but you were, oh, Antoinette too, if you still in here, your sister got her stuff yesterday. She got her lip gloss yesterday. They showed up. I forgot. It was a lot going on with her yesterday, but she called me and told me that she got them. So thank you for that. Um, yeah, she did. She showed me. She said like I was, but she was going through some other stuff, so I have to call her and see, whatever. But do I still color when I got time? My mind, listen, y'all. Okay, so understand this, right, Viv? Y'all be on my mind when I get off of here, right? I think about y'all all the time. Not in an obsessive way, but God, have I made sure I told him what, I think about y'all babies. I think about the situation we're in now. I think about us not, because y'all become a vital part of my life, right? I talk to y'all more than I talk to anybody I know, even my kids. I talk to y'all more than I talk to anybody. So, like, when I'm offline, sometimes, and two, I ain't gonna lie, TikTok been taking up a lot of my time. I ain't even gonna front. I be scrolling. I do. But I'm not just scrolling looking at nothing. Most times I'm trying to get my FYP back to how it used to be, because there's script, like, it's so, like, I just started seeing a tipsy bartender again. Not tipsy bartender, but I think his name is the tipsy bartender, the guy that be talking crazy. He's like the redneck dude. I just was able to find him again. I've been trying to find all the people that I was following that was giving us information. A lot of them ain't coming up in my FYP. I've noticed that TikTok keeps sending me a lot of racial conflict videos. Has anybody else noticed that? They've been sending me a lot of racial, like, my FYP is a lot of racial conflict. A whole bunch of it. And it's stuff that would kind of like, it's like rage bait stuff. Y'all too? So I'm not tripping. It's been a lot of rage bait stuff coming my way that kind of move your emotions towards a certain direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not tripping. You been seeing it too? You said yes, it'd be weird stuff. I got a racial one too, right? It's like, why do you keep? I mean, literally, right before I got on here, I'm like, why do you keep showing me this? Like, I need something else. And you know how you used to be able to like swipe out and it would take you to another place? I noticed that's not happening too. It'll put you right back in that same space to keep the people divided. Admin tactics. Yep. Yep. I get so mad I just get off. Me too, because you remember how, like, if you blanked out of one of the, if you got out of one of it, yeah, they already doing that. You got to follow people again and all of that. I just was getting ready to go through my people, because they got me following people I would not ever follow, ever. I don't know why they keep doing that. I've tried to get my following, because I be following y'all and it'll make me unfollow y'all, but I'm following some old weird person that definitely ain't talking about nothing I want to hear. You hear me? So I've been paying attention that they've been playing with the, but it makes sense. It makes sense. All of it makes sense. Also, the people I blocked are back on my FYP. This people out, baby. I don't want to see this mess. And have me following people that be having Confederate flags. But why am I following this person? I know I didn't hit no like on this, share or nothing. Because as soon as I see them people, I block them. Okay? I block them. So, how these people keep showing up on my FYP, I see what y'all doing here. But, when Meta start owning stuff, they do that racist mess. They did it with FB. They didn't did it with they did it with IG. They didn't did it with every social media they got. And so what they do is they just keep acquiring all of, because it's going to be something else like TikTok. Because everybody already talking about once they shut this one down, they're not coming back over here. And we had already left, right? And went to fan base, but fan base started tripping. So I don't know where we're going to be. But our name will be CERCA TROVA 22 wherever we go. And my son, somebody had said Twitch. My son was like, yeah, Mom, no, they'll kick you off of Twitch. He was like, because of your views, he said they'll probably kick you off of there. I said, okay, well, I don't know, son. He said they'll probably ban me on there quick. Even though they be doing all that other mess on there. But he said because of my views or something, they'll probably try to kick me off. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know where we gonna go or how that's gonna work. And now our website, we can't get in contact with Wix. They on some old weird stuff. Everything is right, but they're not putting the website back up. So I don't know what's going on with that. Because that was gonna be our other place. We was gonna go live, but remember, we could never figure out how, like, so that I could see y'all words. Y'all, I could talk to y'all, but I couldn't see what y'all was typing. So that's why we never went live on our website. Well, now it's about time for us to go live on our website, and now Wix is tripping. Don't you think it would just like make sense to just listen and then you would know what happened to the Zoom? It started being too much and people was disrespectful, trying to teach my class while I'm not in it. So when I would go to the bathroom, people would try to take over my class. And I don't like that. Well, I know CERCA said such and such, but looks like you need your own Zoom. That's what I think. Not wait until I walk out the room to try to dang near sneak this. It used to be, which was crazy. Or trying to sell their stuff, right? And I start telling people, my classes are not for you. It got real crazy because people did start, like, it got to the point where people thought that, first of all, I'm not charging you for no promo. I not ever charge anybody. I told everybody, if you got a business and it's something that you want the community to know about, you send it, I'll show it. And I never charge nobody nothing. And I showed hundreds of things that people make, their businesses, this, that, and the other, lotions, da, 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 da. Well, then people start coming in thinking my lives are either a place to beg for money or a place to push your business. No. Then people started taking my intellectual property and putting it on shirts and all this old crazy stuff. And I had, now wait a minute, now y'all messing with my money. Because if anybody gonna get some money from my stuff, it's me. You don't get to put WOIU and all of these things on nothing and be selling it and ain't sending nothing over here. Where they do that at? So I had to shut a lot of that down because I ain't charging for no promos. People made a lot of money off of this right here. Just being a part of our people was supporting thousands and thousands of dollars, baby. They wasn't sending nothing back to the community, honey. So then they just got comfortable just making whatever they wanted to. And I had to tell people, no, you better not put nothing with WOIU on it. And I don't know anything that has to do with my community because I do believe in suing people. I do. You hear me? Okay. And not to mention the scammers was showing up. We didn't got rid of so many weird folks in here. You see what I'm saying? But that's why our class is as calm as it is because I don't play that. You don't get to scam nobody. This ain't you can make money here, but you're not going to be coming in my class trying to sell your products while I'm teaching. We're not doing that. People just got rude. They got real bold and real crazy, and then it was circus whatever. So they would leave and go away. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. You got your own live. If you want to sell some stuff, you need to sell it in your live, not in mine. You hear me? Jay. Honey, I have a YouTube. I'm going to need you to go. CERCA TROVA 22. Go under the Lab tab and you can look and see what I teach, okay? Because I'm trying to talk and you just, right now we're having a conversation. I understand. I understand. I teach a lot of different things, but if you want to know, because we're just talking right now, so I don't teach just one thing. I teach life in general and a whole bunch of other stuff, biblical history, a lot. But we're talking about something, and so if you'd like to know, I have a YouTube. You can go over there under the live tab and just check it out. We got some shorts over there, and you can kind of see what we do. Okay. Is that all right? And I'm not trying to be rude, but we just talking right now. I'm not teaching anything specific just right now. Yeah. So, but yeah. So we've cultivated a nice calm classroom over the last 3.5 years because it was real crazy. People was crazy. I'm telling you, it was a lot. Yeah, folks was acting real crazy. And so then when I talk crazy to them, I'm the mean person. No, you've been foul this whole time and didn't think I picked up on it. So it's a lot of stuff we had to quit doing. Yeah. I miss the Zooms. But then too, Zoom, they can use your likeness. That's another reason why we quit using Zoom, because they can use your likeness without your permission. Did y'all know that? Even for y'all Zooms at work? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know? That's why we quit using Zoom. Yeah, that's why we quit using it, because they had a new update. They can use any of your Zoom. Yeah, y'all better go read that Zoom thing. They can record. You said yep, and I stopped showing my full face and turn my camera off. Right. They can use your Edward. Yeah, they can use your likeness, your voice, everything, the whole recording. And y'all was telling y'all life stories on there, so I was like, yeah, no, we not doing that. They can use every word you said in the Zoom too. But that's why we quit. It was like at a certain date when they was about to start doing that, and that's why we cut our Zooms. That's why we quit doing them. They can use your likeness. They can use everything that you say in there. They can use all of that. That was in the update. And that was what? The end of 22 or like middle of 23, sometime around there. That's why we quit. I said, oh no, y'all not going to be using our likeness and taking people's stories and using them. No, we won't be doing that. You said like in G20? Pretty, yep. Exactly. It like some deep state stuff. Yep. Exactly. Miss Garcia. No. It's a part of their terms and services. Pretty much. You said yep a few years ago, and now they got realistic AI of people. Right. Yep. It's a part of their thing. Like their terms and conditions. That. And I'll be reading that stuff. So when I saw that, because people come in and tell their stories, and sometimes they might say somebody's name or something, I was like, nah, we're not doing that. So then that's when we cut our Zooms. And I was going to think about letting people up here in the boxes, but people don't know how to turn their mics off. People's TVs be on and all of that. Dogs barking, kids, and it overstimulates me. And I'm not about to let nobody come in here and be yelling and screaming in my class. So that's why I ain't did the boxes yet. Because technically we could do the boxes too, but people be leaving their mics on, yelling at the kids, walking through the it'd be too much for me. I'll be like, nah, we gonna keep doing it like this. I get to see what everybody say, and they keep it calm, because it'd be a lot. So that's what drives me. That's what drives me. Yeah, it'd be too much. You said you can mute everyone as the host. Yeah, we tried that and it wasn't always working. Remember, we used to try to. I would put the mute on, and people still talk. They some folks just be wanting to argue. I'm not arguing with you. That stuff they know a lot. People don't read before they hit accept the terms right. And my crazy tail be reading it. I be reading it. Muting as the host doesn't do ish. Yeah, because they used to people for some kind of way it would come undone. They come right back off of mute. And that's when I used to be like, no. Like on TikTok, how they be battling and screaming into the phone. I be overstimulated. Nephew. You know what's crazy? Them streams really don't even come up in my lives. Like, you know, when you're scrolling, I don't know if it's just because I don't be looking at the battles and stuff, but I never got the whole point of the battles. I don't really understand how they work and all of that. I just, because it's like, it'd be a lot. Mm-mm. I like a peaceful time when I'm learning. I can't do all that. People's kids be in the background, folks be yelling at the screen and hurling insults. Like, it just be a lot. You said every time you say that, I hear Plies' voice. Listen. Mm-mm. I mean, think about how calm our class be. Even the few times that we did have, you know, like a visitor, it was very calm. It was very serene. It was, you know, sometimes mind blowing because there was, you know, information that was being shared. But for overall, you leave our classes. Now, it might be some heavy information, but you leave at peace. You do not leave irritated and upset. Now, sometimes y'all do, but that be y'all because y'all being got chopped in y'all throat with the word. That don't have nothing to do with me. But for the most part, when you leave our class, you leave in a better, not a better mood, but you don't leave in a bad mood. I can't do the loud noises, but I'm thankful for my sensitive hearing. The nurse came by today for Joe on how peaceful it is in my house. This, this. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back. I already told you how you can find out that information, honey. I don't repeat myself a whole bunch of times. I already gave you the information of where to go find it. And then you won't have to ask that question. Okay. Our logo is Seeking You Shall Find. So, again, I don't teach one specific thing. It's just a lot of different stuff. But if you want to understand how our classes work, you have to go to CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. Go to the shorts, and that will be answered for you. You can kind of see what we do. Um, you can ask your do this. I would. It depend. Like, what size are you? Cause they fit good. I'm gonna show you a small, and I'll show you a medium. So this is small. Now, when I was small, I mean, this is a small, and I can still fit it. I mean, it's a, if it, this is small, and mind you, this 2, 3 years old already, and I washes them and wears them a lot, and they don't fade. You hear me? So this is small, and I'm gonna show you the medium. Ah! And I got a large. I think I might have gave a large to my daughter. I'm gonna have to see, but I think I got a large in there. Nope, this is small. Is this a small? This might be a no. This is a medium, I think. So this is a medium, right? And I think I got a large, but I think I gave it to my daughter. I don't know. I think I got one large. I might have gave it to my daughter though. Is this a large? Oh no, this is a medium too. So I don't got no medium. I mean, I don't got a large, but this is a brand new medium that has never been washed. So this is a medium that's been washed, and this is a medium that hasn't been washed. It's brand new, right? So this is my new God's Math Be Mathin'. Right? And of course it glows in the dark. So this is a medium, but it goes all the way up, I think, to 2X. Yeah. So, I mean, they fit good to me, you know? And this one I haven't worn that much. So it's still pretty new. I think it's only been washed maybe once. So, and you see how the small fit, and this is the medium. So they fit really good. And when I tell you in the wintertime, baby, all you need is a light jacket over these bad boys because you will sweat. Do you hear me? You said, I'm glad that you came on this platform. Took us to a new level of thinking. You're welcome. Listen, y'all. God wanted y'all to think differently. I keep telling y'all that. I'm just the vessel. God knew what he was doing. Y'all had to ask a question. Y'all had to ask a question in order to get the answers. You see what I mean? So I can't take no credit for that. God had me studying, and I talked about that today too with him in my what's the name time. So I told, I was telling him, thank you for making me sit and study for all those years. But I remember I told you, I said I don't know why he just 18 hours a day I was reading from 2012 for sure until 22. So that's 10 years. But I had already really been studying, but for 10 straight years, all I could do was study, take care of my household, study, take care of my household. I didn't work, so I would get up at 3:30 in the morning. That's why between 2:30 and 3:30 in the morning, I would study from 2:30 to 5:30. Then I would get up, get my kids ready. But people started calling my phone at 3 o'clock in the morning for Bible studies when I was married and before I was married. My ex-husband used to call me. Yes, Jay, and you asking too many questions. You just saw me have put up a shirt. Are you paying attention? Stop asking me questions. I've already given you directions on how those questions can be answered. Go to my YouTube. If you don't want to, then don't ask me any more questions. I've given you all the information I'm going to give you. You literally just saw me hold up a hoodie that says God's math be math. And baby, if you're not using your eyes and ears, I don't know what to say. Okay, listen. You don't want the answers, and I don't just talk to people that just ask random questions all the time. So I've told you where to go find the information. If you don't want to go look, I will not be answering any more of your questions, and you're going to be talking to yourself. Period. I don't know what you want. You said, Dean, hear me out. I'm going to need you to get a custom wool cloak, WOIU patch, Hunden, in the flap on the inside for the coming journey. I wish I could. Tell me where to get one. I sure will. And make sure it got a strap for my sword. Just make sure it got me a strap for the sword. Oh, so that's probably a bot. Here I am talking to a machine, baby. Or it's the man I blocked 15 times and he keep coming back. One of the two. It's either a bot or it's the person I keep blocking for the last 2 days. I don't know. But that's it. There will be no more of that. Crazy self. Mm-hmm. So anyway, like I said, God has blessed our community to grow together, to learn together, to shed the world off together, which has been amazing. I feel like we learned a lot of amazing things here, and I'm grateful. This has been a very amazing 3 years for me. I don't know about for y'all, but it's been an amazing 3 years for me. Or however long you been here. Some of y'all ain't been here 3 years, but we going on 4. God has blessed us, B. Smith, a lot. In a number of ways. Not just financially, but mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. I meant to say the other day, family, because them people know what we've been on, we're going to have to be extra precautious because they going to be specifically looking for us. Right. And nephew, do you understand now why I don't want no loose lip people around us? You don't get it the first time. I'm not about to keep talking to you because you'll be input. See, when I was saying that in the beginning, people was like, Circa, no. We going into perilous times. Ain't nobody got time to keep repeating nothing to you. You going to have to listen. And if you don't, you just going to be left behind. Y'all thought I was mean at first or strict or whatever, but it's you see what time we in now? Ain't nobody got no time for time. I didn't hear what you said. What did you say? I might just have to give you the look and you gonna know we gotta go. Like I'm not here. I'm not catering. I don't cater to my kids like that. I'm not catering to no damn adults either. If you don't get it and you expecting people to explain it to you and you don't want to go looking, you going to be away from me. I won't be doing any of that because we are in perilous times right now. You're going to have to understand, just like I told people, if I'm not saying it, and I've been saying that for years, if I'm not saying it, you don't say it. Oh, I'm sorry. Why do we even have to keep them? Is the people that I don't be wanting at the community. Because if you still haven't picked that up in 3 years, that when I'm saying stuff and you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I don't say the name, and people kept acting like I was overreacting, and now that is the only way that you can talk on TikTok is in riddles. You have to say what you're saying and have people understand without saying it, or they block your videos. So when I was teaching people that, and they was like, oh, who are you? And all this stuff, I'm trying to help you. It's a skill you about to need real soon. And now everybody is having to use it because you can't even say protest, or they block your video or whatever else it is. You have to say music festival. When I was doing that, I was doing too much. You remember Mr. Dream Express? Now everybody doing it. You have to say what you're saying without saying it. But when I was trying to teach that lesson in 22 and 23, because it was going to be vital for now in 2025 and 2024, I was doing too much. Oh, okay, well, I keep trying to tell y'all everywhere I work, I'll be changing the policies. And I work here, so there's that. You said just turned you back up for Nathan asking why the weather apps are lying. Nephew, because they want us to be unaware. Remember we talked about that, nephew? That they was not going to be telling us the truth at the end times? Well, this is why. This is why we have to keep our eyes open, and this is why we study the way that we do. So no matter what they say, we know what to look for. We know what to look for. And this is why you've been studying. That's why you got that book you got. So you can know. You know that they BSing us with the aliens. You already know it. Because this boy done read books that whole grown folks ain't read. You hear me? He wanted his own copy. Mama looking for her behold the pale horse, and he's in his room. He said, I need to understand what they talking about with these UFOs and what's going on with it. Okay. You hear me? These kids want to know. You said he does know. I know he do. And he got more knowledge in his head than a lot of these pastors, which is crazy. A lot of our youth, y'all be thinking they not ear hustling. They be in our classes. They hear you talking. They see what you study. And kids are nosy. And then they go to school and they're on social media and different things like that. So you gotta think about it. These babies are not out here just unaware. They eyes and their ears is open too. You said, man, little cousin gonna be a bit. Yes. Listen. Truth, again, thank you for bringing that book in for us. Listen. This is the thing. When you understand, again, always ear hustling. Always. What she say? What TT CERCA say, Mom? Didn't she say we're supposed to? You said, right, they algorithm adjust to they more knowledge, to get them more knowledge too. Yeah. You said, oh yeah, because my grandbaby tells me about the classes I miss when I'm at work. Are you serious? And he 5. That's Deacon K. Not Deacon K telling you about the service and what the message was about. He 5. Did you hear that? Tanisha said her grandbaby, who is Nicole's baby, tells his grandma about the classes when she miss them when she's at work. Come on. He 5. Don't forget Mr. Avery's grandbaby. Who did he tell? Mr. Avery. Who was he? Was he talking about your daughter? Somebody said something. Mr. Avery's grandson said, Papa, it don't matter because we already got our stuff. They ain't coming in here. You hear me? Thank you. He said, Papa, they not coming in here. We got our stuff out. We already got his mama. Not his mom. Oh, hilarious. That girl, he said, well, she can't come in here. Papa, we got our survival stuff. I don't know what she gonna do. Listen, these kids ain't crazy. They know what's going on. They done been in class too. You said second generation of that. I'm trying to tell you. You gotta think they been in class with y'all. These kids ain't crazy. You said an uncle and all three aunts. Hilarious. He said, Papa, none of them is coming here. He said they don't get their stuff, Papa. We got our gas masks. We ain't worried about it. Wait, not just his mama, his uncle and his three aunties. He said, they can't come in here. Listen, you never sugarcoat for him good because they might have to live without us. They know your voice. That makes me excited. That makes me excited. And they equate class, right? It's not just TikTok. They understand that when they come in class, they know they're going to learn. So true. My son wakes up asking to hear you instead of cartoons. Interesting. And come running when they hear you. Tell them TT baby said hi. My niece loves you. She high fives the TV when you ask and be looking at me like, what she say now? Hilarious. I love it. I love it. That's the thing because guess what? TT is not on here just talking crazy. Yes, some of it be above their head, but y'all know what we try to do so that they don't know what we talking about. But you said, yep, my kiddo repeats you. And do, nephew, you heard what my TT said. You heard her. And guess what? They could have filled their minds with a whole bunch of other stuff. But by you buying books about dinosaurs and history, these babies have been able to fill their minds with so many amazing things in the last 3 years. I don't charge for teaching, honey. I teach for free. My daughters be like, I didn't hear her class. Is everything okay? Hilarious, because you had it turned down. Because I don't know what CERCA gonna say today. Let me turn the TV down. Listen, but just think about how much they know. Think about how much these babies know. They know more about what's happening right now than most adults. Hello. 5 years old, and we be in class for 5 hours. And we talked about this, and we talked about that, and did you know? Think about what these babies know. It ain't no telling how much they brains, we owe. It ain't no telling how much they brains have absorbed. You said volume buttons always twitching. I'm trying to tell you because you never know what's good, where our class gonna go. And it don't just be me. Y'all be bringing up stuff too. Don't try to blame me like it's always just me with the crazy. You said they got me reading the OTP out loud. Come on, Papa. Come on. That part. This. It's never too early. It's never too early for these babies to learn. You hear me? It's never. You said, yep, guilty. Hilarious. Thank you, Mr. Avery. And think about it. You don't think God is pleased with you for teaching your babies and grandbabies this information? Just think if we would have had it when we was their age. There's a lot of things that we might not have experienced because we had this information, and they got it early. They got to learn about the lost books of the Bible without hearing their whole life, oh, don't read this, don't read that. They know the stories of Adam and Eve. They know the stories of Enoch. They know the stories of the 12 patriarchs. Like, that's cool. And as they get older, the more they seek, the more God is going to give them. Listen, just think about where they go. Listen. And y'all wonder why I do what I do. Because knowing that all these babies know my voice, and they know that mom and dad is not coming and looking no people throwing drinks and acting crazy. They know for a fact 9 times out of 10, when they hear my voice, you got some pen and paper out. You got some books out. You getting your markers to do an exercise. They've watched you learn for hours and hours and hours and hours. They've seen you change. They've seen you change the way you act, the everything. Do you hear me? It's been a progressive change. It didn't all happen in one day and all of this, but they've seen you running to get your books, or you said culture established. Come on, Mari. Hashtag culture established, and is. That's what I'm saying. God did a big thing here. It don't matter if everybody don't know who he is or whatever. The lives and souls that have been affected in a good way. Okay? You said even my dogs listen. Not the dogs know, TT. Hi, Scruffy. And don't get mad. You know I don't be knowing their names. All dogs is Scruffy to me. All of them. Every dog that I know is named Scruffy. Girl or boy, they're all Scruffies. That's my nickname for the puppies, okay? And the cats. Everybody is Scruffy or Fluffy. You pick. Whichever one you want. Just like everybody pumpkin, all the dogs are, and cats and lizards, everybody's Scruffy or Fluffy. The CERCA packs. We got the CERCA littles. Hey, if it's a dog niece or nephew, it's Scruffy or Fluffy. Take your pick. That's the name I got. You said Scruffy one is and Fluffy too. Oh, okay. All right now. Hey Scruffy and hey Fluffies. That's what we got. Cause ain't no way I'm a listen. I can't remember. It's too many of y'all. I don't know, but I'm grateful. Like I said, I used to be mad at God. I don't do one-on-one consultations. What do you need? You can email me if you want to talk, if you need some advice on something, but I don't do consultations. Because people don't never want to get off the phone and stuff like that, so I don't put myself in a situation to be rude. You can email me at trovacerca22@gmail.com. Trova Circa, this name backwards, 22@gmail. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but it'd be a lot. And I don't even have time to do consultations like that. But I will try to get back to an email. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna respond tomorrow, but I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Anyway, I was supposed to play my video game. I didn't talk to y'all for 3 hours. But that's what we do. I know y'all gotta get up and go to work, so I'm not gonna keep y'all. But I do love y'all, and I am very proud of every single person that is stuck with it and went through the ugly. You said she got the in my listen, listen. So good night. I do love y'all, and I don't know. We'll play tomorrow by ear. I'm PRN all the way until Sunday, so because I want to play my video game, but I feel myself getting sleepy, and so I won't be focused. So I'll probably get up and play tomorrow. I love y'all. I love y'all too. Yep. Tomorrow's going to be my video game day. Because I keep saying I want to play and then my days get away from me. I'm going to try to spend more than 2 hours on it. Yes. So I love y'all. We might have a free day tomorrow. We'll see how it go. Unless it's something crazy happening, which it keeps being. But thank you so much. I love you, Nikki. I love y'all. I really do. I really, really do. We really are family. And hearing these stories, that means I will see you tomorrow. Don't do me. Mr. Avery said, girl, something happening every day. We'll see you tomorrow. I be trying to stay away from y'all. But then stuff come up and I'll be like, no, the community needs to know about this. I don't know if they know. So I'm gonna try to play my son wanna play video games with me too or something. So we'll see. We were supposed to be playing. He said he was gonna open this. Y'all was just gonna let me walk around with my what's the name on Inside Out. Y'all sit here and watch me put this on Inside Out and y'all wasn't gonna say nothing. Y'all seen me keep. Y'all wasn't even gonna say nothing. Raggardies. You said I do it, so yes, ma'am. Miss Avery said mine be on backwards too. Inside Out show, dude. Y'all wasn't even gonna tell me my stuff on Inside Out, and you said you ain't got no glasses on. I got them on and still put it on Inside Out. You said we letting you be great. Don't blame us. You said I didn't see it. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all that. You said, girl, we do not care about that. Okay. Cause I just noticed it's on Inside Out. Anyway, I love y'all. We'll go. If I can't go to sleep, I'll be back on here. But I should be sleepy shortly. I didn't even take no nap today, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on. That's that part. I think this menopause, why I'm up in the middle of the night and all this whole crazy stuff. I have no idea. So I love y'all. You said Circa is trending inside out. This part, listen. I'm looking at your face, getting the message, not your clothing. I know, but y'all could have told me my stuff was inside out now. Bye. You said it changed. It varies from every night. It do. Oh, with the sleep thing. Okay. Because this week has been up late. A couple weeks ago, I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then whatever. So I don't know. Heck, I didn't even notice. I'd be too deep in the conversation to care. Okay, well then that means y'all love me for real then. Okay. So then that means I could do this and it'll be fine. My pockets on the inside, on the outside, and everything. Just crazy. Listen, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe, probably later in the evening, cause I do want to color. I've been trying to take a day off. It ain't worked out too well for me, but you know, I do. I want to color and just not talk about the end of the world. I be trying to have a whole day where that can happen, and then something. I see something on TikTok, and I'll be like, okay, we got to talk about this. So we'll see. You said, but are there Kleenex not in these pockets? Normally in my other ones though, it'd be some tissue. Mm-hmm. Not in these. No. These is my summer robes, and I still ain't been. Remember, because I got my winter robes and I got my summer robes, but these is the ones that come with the little shorts. You know, they come with like a tank top and the shorts or whatever. But I just be wanting something over my shoulders. Something over my shoulders, because I be sweating and I be cold and I be sweating and I be cold. And I done did it. Damn it, girl. Just crazy. That's how you know I'm getting old. I done did it twice with my glasses on. It's time for me to go. Bye. I'm about to go. We not doing this. Bye. Nephew, I done took it off. Baby, it's time to go. Mm-mm. It's still inside out, right? It's right now. That's how you listen. I don't know. I told you this brain fog is real. I love you too. I done took it off and put it back on inside out again. Just crazy. Bye. I'm about to go play my game. Good night, y'all. Well, I'm